What's going on, Toe Brigade? Welcome back to Star Fox. So last time we did the first three levels of level 3, or the first three stages of level 3, however you really want to say it. We did Corneria, Asteroid, and we did Fortuna, so now we're going to be moving on to Sector Letter Z. And Sector Z was a level I was really worried about. Your team is doing well, Fox. I hope you're taking good care of my R-Wings. Go for Macbeth. Alrighty then. So Sector Z, I was really worried about this stage because wait till we get to near the end of this level. So, yeah, as you already plainly saw in the first part of level three's path here, I was dying quite a bit. I died once in every freaking level. It was insane. In fact, I died twice in the asteroid level, but I edited one of the deaths out, which was freaking crazy. But, yeah, that's how hard level 3 is. This freaking difficulty does not play. You will see yourself dying again and again and again and again if you're not careful. And even if you are careful, you're still probably going to die a couple times. Because I've seen playthroughs of Star Fox, and it's not freaking easy. It really, really isn't. And like as I said before, I could have played this on my Switch because it is on the SNES online service. But I said, you know what? The hell with that, man. I'm not hooking up my Switch to play no freaking Star Fox. Play a game that's like 30 minutes long, depending on how well you play through it. I'm not hooking up my Switch to play a 30-minute game. That ain't freaking happening. No, I'd rather just stream it off of an emulator because it plays just freaking fun. I don't mind this. But yeah, Sector Z, you know, this level has no freaking rules. It does whatever the hell it wants. You're going to be seeing it in a second here. What I'm talking about. Why did I say this level is very tedious and strenuous? Well, not tedious, but treacherous. Why did I say this level is very treacherous and strenuous? Well, you're going to see in a moment here. Once we get this shield, I believe it's like right around this area. Yeah, it is. Once we get this checkpoint right here, look at this section that's coming up. Look at this. Look at this. You got these freaking pillar things, these holographic pillars flying wherever the hell they want. They're not on any axis. They're just floating in space. Why are they here? What is with that game? What are you trying to do to us? Kill us? Well, I'm gonna guess that you are trying to kill us. But why? Why are you trying to kill us with freaking pillars? And also, I should mention too, we got this Star Wars, Star Trek music playing again, which I don't mind. Yeah, I really like the Star Warsy type music. But anyway, it's already over. That was Sector Z. The funny thing is, I was so worried about this stage, I didn't even die in it. So I guess that's the Let's Play blessing, so to speak. You know, usually when you say something is hard and you kind of worry about it a lot, you don't even end up dying or losing in it. But then when you don't worry about something, you say, oh, I'm going to get through this with no problem. Then you end up having all the trouble in the world. You know, that's how it is. Once you press that record button, you suck at something you're normally good at, and you're good at something you normally suck at. That's just how it goes. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're approaching the boss of this level, and this boss sucks. But fortunately, though, I got through this boss with not too much of a hassle. So yeah, here we go. This is the Atomic Base 3. Or, no, 2. I'm saying 3 because we're on level 3's path. But this is the Atomic Base 2. And yeah, I literally destroyed this thing within seconds. It took less than 10 seconds to defeat that boss. That's crazy. But yeah, that was it. I wasn't playing around with Sector Z. Get out of here. And we're approaching Macbeth. We got 90%, which wasn't bad. I could have taken less damage for some of those enemies in that level, but you know what? I'm not going to really worry about it. Anyway, we're on Macbeth now. Here we go. The hollow interior of Macbeth is ideal for a base. Prevent Andros from building here.
Good luck.
Okay, so here we go, Macbeth. Very red and orange, if I ever had to say so myself. This stage is actually, in comparison to Sector Z and what's coming up in Venom, this stage is a freaking cakewalk. Now, I'm not saying, you know, let your guard down or anything like that. I'm not saying, you know, oh, you can just let out a sigh of relief and just play by doing absolutely nothing. No, you still have to have a lot of skill to beat this level because it is, again, level 3. But it's easier than what we've seen in the last few levels, okay? It's not as hard. But, one of the main gimmicks of Macbeth is you're gonna have these, like, volcanic, basically these volcanic appendages all around the planet. And basically they're gonna try to shoot out these hot rocks onto your R-Wing, and that can deal a lot of damage, so you kind of want to watch out for it. In fact, we're going to be seeing one of them in a moment here, which is pretty, you know, not awesome. It's not very awesome. See, there's a twin cannon right there in between those two giant stone sculptures or whatever. But yeah, there's the volcanic appendages. You see them on the ceiling right there? Or whatever this is supposed to be. I guess it's a ceiling. I don't know. But yeah, there's one right there. So, yeah, look how much damage you take from just one rock. You take like 1/4 health just from getting hit by one. It's insane. Another thing I should mention about Macbeth before this stage is over is that I love the freaking music. I love this, you know, basically it's like a disco dance type or something. It sounds like a freaking nightclub in space or something like that. It's freaking amazing. I think Macbeth was one of the planets that returned in Star Fox 64, but it didn't return in Zero, which... you know, I should talk about Star Fox Zero while this video is going, because I know a lot of people don't like that game, and... I mean... I'm not really a big Star Fox fan to begin with. I like Star Fox for what it is, but I just never really got that much into the series, but... Star Fox Zero is a game that a lot of people like to even pretend doesn't even exist because it was just that badly received. And, well, we don't have a Star Fox game on the Switch, and I'm afraid they're going to charge, you know, $60 for Star Fox. I don't think a lot of people will be happy with that. Anyway, we got the boss of Macbeth. I kind of like this boss theme, too. It's kind of like, you know, epic. Not as epic as the other one, but it's something, I guess. But this boss isn't really that difficult, honestly. The next boss that's coming up after this one, though, I'm not looking forward to showing that one off. But that's it. That's Macbeth. I think I did die once, but I edited it out because I had to start the whole level over again. So I didn't want you to watch me play through the entire level again, because I probably missed the checkpoint. But as I said, Macbeth is a lot easier than Sector Z. It's a lot easier than... It's hell of a lot easier than Venom. Level 3, man. If you don't know what you're doing in Level 3, you're going to get your ass kicked. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're going to get your ass kicked if you don't know what you're doing in Level 3. Anyway, we're moving on to Venom now. So here we go. You've made it this far. It's your fate to destroy Andros. We're counting on you, Fox.
Good luck.
Okay, so here we go. Stage 6. This is the orbital area of Venom. So we're going to be approaching the planet. This level has a very notorious boss for good reason, because I hate this boss as well. Funnily enough, I didn't die to this boss either. So, yeah, so there's that little fun fact. I actually didn't even die to the one boss I was kind of fearing why I was going to die to multiple times, because when we get to the boss, I'm going to explain why this boss is a real jerk and a pain in the ass to fight. But of course, before we get to that boss, we're going to have to endure all of this space junk that's being hurled at us, because it's freaking crazy. Well, yeah, there's a lot of enemies in this level. Like, you're going to be dodging basically bobbing and weaving your R-Wing around a lot of freaking projectiles, enemies trying to fly into you and all that stuff. You've seen all that stuff back in Fortuna, where there was like these things growing out of the ground, purposefully trying to block your path. You had enemies flying in towards you, you had things firing from all directions. It just was a really, really awkward stage. And, I died in Fortuna, which is not really surprising whatsoever. But I believe that's the checkpoint of the level, so I made sure I went through that ring, because in case I died to the boss, I wouldn't have to do the whole level over again. Even though this level is not really that long. Well, then again, Star Fox, the levels in the original Star Fox aren't really that long to begin with. That's why I was kind of like talking about the price of Star Fox if we get one on the Switch, because we probably will get a Star Fox game on the Switch, and it'll probably be $60. But I'm not here to complain about the prices of games, I'm just saying, Star Fox is not really that long of a game to begin with, and I don't think $60 will be a fair price. $50 would be good enough, but I just don't think $60 would be a fair price for how short Star Fox games tend to be. That's just my opinion anyway. I think a lot of people will be upset if Star Fox ends up being $60. But yeah, look how many of these triangle things we got flying towards us. But anyway, here's the boss of freaking Venom. The Orbital stage. We got this ominous music as this boss approaches us. Here it is. The Great Commander. So this boss is a jousting match, basically. You're basically gonna have, how this boss works is you try to attack it as much as you can while you're basically like on the same like plane area of the field. And once you guys pass each other to a certain distance, you'll turn back around and try again. That's how jousting is. And this boss is so freaking annoying. No, not because of the jousting. I don't mind the whole jousting gimmick. I think that's pretty cool. What I hate about this boss is the hit detection. Half the time you're trying to hit his weak points and you don't even connect with your cannons or anything. It's really annoying. That's the thing. If you don't have any Nova Bombs, good luck with this boss. Because half the time you might as well just use Nova Bombs to deal out damage to this thing. Because if you don't, you're going to have a hell of a time fighting this great commander. So, be prepared for a very long fight. I've heard horror stories of this boss fight. Some people spent 30 minutes fighting this thing. 30 minutes. Because they just couldn't connect their attacks to the boss. It's a very annoying fight. And I can understand why anybody wouldn't like this thing. Even some more professional playthroughs of Star Fox had trouble with this thing. I'm not even kidding. You were in for a fight with the Great Commander, and also watch out for his attacks too when you get close in the jousting, position. Because if you don't watch out for it, you're probably gonna be taking a lot of damage. So it's very, very easy to die to this boss. As I said, surprisingly enough, I did not die to the Great Commander. I did. I think this is the time when I defeated this last Nova Bomb. Yeah, I did. There we go. That was the Great Commander right there. So we're done with this level. Thankfully. But of course, that's not it. We got Venom. We got the planet left. And I didn't have to edit out anything for this level, because I got through it in one fell swoop, which was really surprising. I just freaking hate that. I really hate that boss, though. And I got 100% in that level, which was really surprising. But, oh, damn it, I died. Well, that's what's to come in Venom. So here we are in Stage 7. This is the last level of the game. This is Venom in Level 3. So, yeah, you can see all these pillars here are kind of like, going outward like a giant flower. And I freaking hate these sections right here where like, you got these walls and tiles just basically just do whatever the hell they want. There's no particular pattern to look out for because they'll just do whatever they want. But this level here is really, really annoying. I remember when I first got to this level for level 3, and I died so many times. In fact, I didn't even beat it. I died multiple times trying to beat this because there's so many things to look out for. There's so much. Look at just look at the beginning of the stage. Back there at the beginning of the stage, there was so much to look out for. You know, half the time you can't even see the stuff coming because it just happens so sporadically. And oh yeah, of course they're gonna bring back these arrow walls that basically go in and out and stuff. And there's some blue ones here, and if you shoot it, it'll lock in that direction that it's facing, and then it'll fold out in that direction when you approach it. Like, it's just so it's such an annoying part of the level. Why would you do that, game? Why would you do that? I understand Andros is pretty mad because we beat him twice before, but damn, this level sucks in level 3. It really, really does. And I'm sorry if I'm saying leveled and level again. You know, this level sucks in level 3. I meant stage, but unfortunately I couldn't really stay consistent with, you know, trying to name them stages instead of levels. Because a lot of games you call, you know, areas levels. It's just a forceful habit. You can't help that. So, it is what it is. But I'm still going to call them levels. I mean, I guess you can kind of like differentiate in a way. You know, this is level 7 of level 3. That way you can tell what I'm talking about. But anyway, I think we're getting close to the boss here. I think right after this section is the boss. Yeah. We got this little bit first though. But yeah, man, recording this episode, I'm gonna give a little brief synopsis of how long this took me without editing the footage of this video. This specific one. And no, here's the Great Commander again, by the way. This particular thing took me. Oh, first I should explain the boss strategy. Just shoot the bottom here, while it's exposed. Now this boss can be annoying, by the way, because yeah, you got these little iron balls this guy's gonna keep trying to throw at you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This recording session took me over 40 minutes. And that's without editing all the footage out that I didn't want to keep in there. It took me over 40 minutes to do this. You want to know why it took me so long to beat this game in level 3? Because I kept freaking dying. I kept dying to this boss here. And like this phase is really annoying because you got that thing constantly like swinging its arms around, trying to spin into you, and you got to shoot that little floating head or whatever that's supposed to be. But I did manage to beat that boss, but like it took me so many attempts. I had to keep, you know, starting over and starting over and starting over. It was getting very annoying. I was actually starting to get actually frustrated. But anyway, that was the end of that boss. You know, I had to edit out so much just to make this even look fairly easy. Because it's not. Anyway, we're approaching Andros. Ah, your choice of routes took me by surprise. Your father is a reckless fighter too. Okay, so we're approaching Andros now. And I took so much damage going through these. Like, look at all the damage I took in this area. This is freaking insane. But this will be the McCloud's last battle. Okay, so here we go. This is the final boss of Star Fox, Andros, for the third and final time. So, the only thing that's different about this version of Andros, of course, the first time you only had to destroy the little brain cube once. The second time you had to destroy it twice. So you're probably guessing the last time you're going to have to do it 3 times. Well, actually, no, you don't have to do it 3 times, but there is another phase to this face of Andros here. There is another phase to it. You're going to be seeing it after we defeat this for the first time. Because we actually destroyed the cube enough to actually just initiate its 3rd phase. So, it's not really that bad. But yeah. Yeah, here's the cube. So now we got to destroy it enough, and it's going to initiate the third phase. So now we're going to see what else this boss can do. So now it's like a dragon head, and now you got to do the same thing, destroy the eyes, and basically initiate the cube effect again. But the thing about this particular part of the fight is that it's constant spitting tiles and energy balls at you. So you kind of want to watch out for all of that. While you're fighting this, you're going to have to keep moving left and right and try to go down and up and stuff to dodge all of these projectiles, because it's actually a lot harder than I'm making it look. Trust me. You got so many things being blown in your direction, it's insane. See, it's not like the Andros head, where it was like, oh, well, it'll only spit tiles after it, you know, tries to suck you in and stuff like that. No. This is constantly throwing tiles. So you want to really, really watch out for that. But, you know, after a valiant effort, you know, you should be able to beat this boss without too much problems. And, yeah, that's about it. So now all we got to do is destroy the cube. And that's it. That is level 3 of Star Fox. And I will just say, this was hell to record. This was actually hell to record. I'm not even joking. I spent so long. I spent almost an hour recording just this episode alone. Not even the first episode took me that long. It was this last episode because I kept dying in Venom. But yeah, that's it. So we are all done with Star Fox, at least for this video. So let's see what our assessment is. What is our score for all the levels in this path? Well, I know I got 100 in Macbeth, so that's not a problem. Stage 1, 88%. Stage 2, 80%. Stage 3, 90%. Stage 4, 90%. Stage 5, 93%. Oh, I didn't get 100 in Stage 5. Stage 6, 100%. Stage 7, 83%. So I got a perfect score in the Great Commander stage then, according to that, which is pretty funny. So let's see what my average score is. Do I got... Oh, wow, I still got an A. Well, that means I did pretty well in level 3 for what I did, you know. For all the stuff I had to suffer through, I still got an A at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
Pepper speaking. Congratulations on a job well done.
Roger. I'm heading back to Corneria.
And now we head back to Corneria for the very last time. That's it. So now we're going to be seeing the bosses of this path. I believe this is still called the attack carrier. Oh, Destructor. Okay. So that's a different name. It's a tank, of course. I don't really know the bosses of level 3's path because I don't play level 3 that often because it's too damn hard. Blade Barrier. Well, the only one I know for sure is the Atomic Base 2, and that's because we fought it in level 1. We had the Monarch Dodora. I would have never guessed that name. That boss is actually not as hard as it looks. It actually isn't. Here's the Atomic Base 2. Same attack as before, you know, it's not really that bad. If you can defeat it quickly, that's probably your best chance. We got the Spinning Core. Oh, here it is here. Here's is the boss that everyone hates, including me. The Great Commander. And now we got the Great Commander again, because we fought it in the Orbital stage and on Venom. Just like the Fantron. And last but not least, we have the final form of Andros. And that's it for that video. So I would give my final thoughts of Star Fox for this video. But instead, I'm just gonna let the credits play because I'm gonna talk over the credits when we get to the extra video, because there's gonna be another video after this. So I'm just gonna let the music play for this, and I'm gonna see you guys till then.